What's up, you guys? Speed here, and it's about that time. I've been waiting for this trailer to finally drop for like a good week, a good months, since Civil War, actually. Like, I know they released a small teaser trailer that was about 18 seconds, and I didn't bother to do a reaction to that because it was just an 18-second teaser trailer, and I knew there was going to be something else. So, I'm happy that they actually dropped a full length trailer finally, and now I get to see a little bit more of Tom Holland as Spider-Man. Now, I've been saying for a while that I think Tom Holland has a very good grasp on Spider-Man in general, and I really enjoyed him in Civil War, so I'm looking forward to seeing just how well he can adapt into the Spider-Man lifestyle because he's got a lot of competition in front of him, and I'll talk more about that later. But anyway, let's get right into it then.
What's up, guys? Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. I can tell Hulk gives it away. Oh, that was awesome. Liz getting on top?
No, you've seen that before. Never with that skirt.
Should probably stop staring before he gets creepy, though. Too late. You guys are losers.
Oh, yeah.
So, to become an Avenger, are there like trials or an interview?
Just don't do anything I wouldn't do. And definitely don't do anything I wouldn't do.
Tony.
There's a little gray area in there, and that's where you operate.
Oh, alright.
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the top for you. Alright, kid. Good luck out there. Listen, I know school sucks.
Peter, you still with us? Yeah.
I know you want to save the world. But you're not ready yet.
Ooh.
You're the Spider-Man.
No, I'm not.
Ooh.
I'm not. This is just a costume. This is
You're the
Ew, where's that CGI though?
Stay close to the ground.
Stay close to the ground. Oh shit, is that?
Forget the flying monster guy. There are people who handle this sort of thing.
You've been treating me like a kid all the time.
But you are a kid.
Vulcan.
To prove myself.
Is that Vulcan? I'm sorry, Vulture, Vulcan, one of them. God.
I'm really sorry. I'm so busy. I'm slammed.
Don't mess with me. Because I will kill
Oh shit.
everybody you love.
Oh, that's the. Oh my god, that's the Spider-Man 2 thing. Ooh, that's. Oh, okay, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool. Oh man. Wow. So that was the trailer. Yeah. Like, just going into it. A few things I've noticed about the trailer is that it really. I'm glad that it feels different from what Marvel usually does. I don't know how to explain it. Marvel usually has this sort of way of doing movies. Maybe it's just the color palette, because Marvel has pretty muddy color palettes with their movies. So it's good to see that this movie has a little more color in it, and it feels a little more vibrant than most Marvel movies usually do. And I don't know. But another thing I really like about this movie is how the trailer starts off, and it kind of reminds me of the first Amazing Spider-Man movie, where he's just kind of fucking around and showing himself kicking ass and all that, and I really liked that. That was pretty cool. Another thing about the trailer, and honestly, this is what I'm hoping not happens. I hope they don't make this Spider-Man trailer like. I hope they don't make this Spider-Man movie kind of like those Disney Channel, Nickelodeon high school movies where it's just lame jokes and memes, which was one of the biggest worries I had for this Spider-Man movie, in that it was just going to be a bunch of meme-filled nonsense, and it's just going to be a movie for the kids, and it's not going to feel like, genuine Spider-Man. I guess when I say genuine Spider-Man, I guess I'm referring to like the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man movies, or I guess the Amazing Spider-Man movies, where those felt a little more adult-like instead of childish to me. I guess that's one way to put it, because so far from what I've gotten from this trailer is that it's kind of childish, like not the usual Marvel kind of childish, but just like extremely childish, like early 12 to 13-year-old childish. Not to say that that's a bad thing, as long as it's good, I don't really care if it's childish or not. As long as it's good and as long as it has some really awesome fight scenes and just Spider-Man being cool, who gives a shit if if it's childish or not, as long as it's good. So, another thing that I was just completely annoyed by was Tony Stark being in this. Now, I haven't really liked Tony Stark since Civil War, because Tony Stark has been acting like a complete and total asshole, and I just don't like what they're doing with Tony right now. I feel like they've just really messed up his character after Civil War. No, I feel like they messed up his character after Age of Ultron. That's where I felt it really went downhill for his, like, personality and how his character was, to the point where now he just feels like a parody of himself, and that's just disappointing. So seeing him in Spider-Man just kind of irks me, because I just don't like him anymore. He's just fallen off for me as a character. Robert Downey Jr. does the best he can, but Tony's just... They really got to do something with him a little more. But I am sensing this sort of uncle slash nephew sort of thing going on here. Not literally, like Tony's gonna fuck his aunt, but I mean as in, like, I sense like a parental figure in Tony, even though he doesn't want to be known as a parental figure. But I can kind of see it all there. Another thing that irks me also is the CGI. The CGI in this movie looks bad. Like, really bad. Like, I thought, I was okay with the spider suit being CGI as it was, but all the effects in this movie seem very, I don't know, not that good. Like, they could be better. Hopefully they be better. And then, of course, there's the whole gliding thing, with his whole gliding arms thing that he has. I'm not too 100% knowledgeable on the Spider-Man lore, but I think, did he used to have, like, gliding things? I remember he used to have those web things under his arms, but I didn't know they were used for gliding. I just thought they were just, like, a sort of add-on to the outfit. So, seeing them as a glider is pretty cool. But then I would beg the question, what would be the point of web swinging if he can just glide? But then again, it's kind of like Batman, where he has his grapple gun and then he glides with his cape. And I think that's what they were going for in that regard. Or, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not that knowledgeable in Spider-Man, even though he's one of my favorite superheroes. Regretfully, I can say that. But going on from there, the enemies in this movie, I think they got, what's his name? Vulture? One of them. And then they got that other electrocution guy. Like I said, not that knowledgeable in Spider-Man, but they got the electrocution guy. His name escapes me. I forgot what it was. And then they got Vulcan, I think his name is, the bird guy, who's played by Michael Keaton, which is ironic considering, Michael Keaton being Batman at first and then being Birdman in that Birdman movie, and now he's the Vulture, whatever his name is. I'm calling him Vulture. It's probably not his real name, but I'm calling him Vulture. But, anyway, with Michael Keaton playing Vulture, I'm hoping to see a good Marvel villain for once, because Marvel has a very shaky understanding of what makes a good villain, and I'm just hoping that Spider-Man is finally Marvel returning to making a good villain. So, all that being said, it was a good trailer, really nice, and I'm looking forward to seeing this movie. Since it's Spider-Man, why wouldn't I be? There seems to be I feel like there's going to be a lot of emotion in this movie, which is what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping that for this movie, we see a lot of emotion that's similar to the Raimi Spider-Man. With great power comes great responsibility. Even though I don't think but then again, I don't know. Marvel has never really been one for holding an emotional scene. Like, they hold it for a good few minutes and then some kind of joke just ruins the entire thing. So I hope they keep true to the Raimi Spider-Man way of doing things, in which they keep the serious moments going, and they don't just throw in constant jokes that just ruin the entire experience. Like, cool off with the jokes. Do the jokes when you can. Do the jokes like when it's appropriate, but don't just throw it all in there and hope that it just stitches together. Because that was one of my biggest criticisms with most Marvel movies. But this is gonna be good. I can already tell. This is gonna be good. I'm gonna love it to death, and hopefully we see just how good Tom Holland can really play both Peter Parker and Spider-Man. So that's all I have to say here. Thank you guys for watching this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys later. Peace.